Stoney, sit. Okay. There. Well, meet Stoney. This is my dog. Hey! Get off my shoe. So I know you're here for the sewing bit, but my fiance Ian and I picked up Stoney yesterday. He's a rescue, and we have a week to try him out before we decide if we want to keep him or not. So he's roaming around my apartment. So I have been wanting to try and recreate this cinch tie trend for a while now. So let me show you what tops that I have to work with and what I'm thinking of doing with each. I don't exactly know yet, but let me just show you. Welcome to the studio. No, okay. So I pulled out like 1,000 of my t-shirts. I have so many t-shirts that I kind of rarely wear. I think that I would wear them more often with this kind of variation added to them. What are you doing? Good boy. You lay down and be quiet. Okay, I'm very distracted. So I went searching on Pinterest to find some ideas that are a little bit different than just how it cinches like from the top to the bottom. And I found some really cool ideas that I want to try out. I want to try a few different methods too. I'm first going to start with a method that I think is going to be pretty easy. I'm going to try and imitate the channel and the tie. I'm going to use elastic to kind of imitate that look. So listen, I feel like this is gonna be pretty simple. My plan is that I'm just gonna take 2 small pieces of elastic and use a zigzag stitch to sew them on the inside of the top, stretch them while I sew, and then it's just gonna scrunch up and look like there's two channels of scrunchiness. I'm still not making sense, am I? That's okay, because I'll just show you when I'm done.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Now you want to make sure you're pulling on both ends when you're stitching elastic with a zigzag stitch. Stretch the elastic from this end and then make sure that it's feeding through at a normal pace. I'm not a very good teacher, but that is a tip that you now have. And also try not to poke yourself with the pins. It really hurts and you do it a lot and it's not fun. Here we go. Are you ready? Okay. Holy moly, baby. It's looking pretty good. And that's just from the inside. I'm gonna sew another one of those and I'll be right back. It looks pretty good. Hey yo, I'm glad that this worked out. I'll try it on for you later. What are you doing? Make yourself at home then. Okay, the next one I want to recreate is this one with a white t-shirt that I have. I kind of don't know how I'm gonna do it. Okay, so what am I gonna do first? Stoney's wagging his tail because he doesn't know either. I think we're gonna get like a scrap of t-shirt fabric and then, you know what? I should show you. I should show you what I'm doing. So I have this extra t-shirt here. Here's the t-shirt that I'm gonna use. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut like 2 little strips so that I can sew it onto the inside of the side seam here so that it can kind of make that channel with this extra fabric that I stitch on, if that makes sense. Okay, let's do it. You know what? I'm gonna put the string inside before I sew it up. I'm a genius. Thank you. So for the tie, for the long tie that's gonna need to loop through, I think I'm just gonna make it out of like the scrap of the t-shirt. So I think I'm just gonna cut like a really long strip. That's what I'm gonna do. The great thing about cutting this little tie out of a t-shirt is because when you stretch it, it stretches to be like 2 times as long as it is unstretched. So that kind of works out for me. And then I'm gonna slip it in there and then stitch the one up the center while it's in there. So much easier. Okay, I got one side done. All I did was kind of separate these and then put one stitch up the center. So here's the moment of truth. Let's see if it works. Oh yes, oh yes. It definitely worked, didn't it, Stony? Okay, now I'm gonna have to do it on the other side and then we'll move on to the other ones. The next one I want to do is this one, the one that's kind of like asymmetrically kind of cinched in a circle almost. I think that's really cool. And I can't decide. So I have this turtleneck that I thrifted a while back and I haven't worn it, but I can't decide if the circle one will look good on this one or not. I kind of want to cut off the turtleneck. Maybe I'll make it a V-neck. So decisions to be made. So I will be back. I'm going to try the asymmetrical circle one on this top, and that's what it's going to be. So deal with it. Stony update. He's doing great. Now, the method I'm gonna try to make the like circle cinch, I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. I think I'm gonna cut like a small circle and then like fold it over the tie that I'm gonna use. So it will kind of become a bigger circle and then I'll be able to like cinch it in that shape. Do you think it's gonna work? Let's find out. Okay, so as you remember, I was a little bit stumped on what kind of cinch that I wanted to do on this long sleeve one. And I found this and I love it. I love all of the lettuce hems. All of the edges have this like lettuce hem and I love that idea. So I think I'm gonna try and recreate that on this one. I'm a little bit nervous, but I did test it out on my turtleneck piece that I cut off and it works great on my sewing machine. I will leave a really good tutorial that I use to kind of learn how to do this down below. It's an Annika Victoria video and she's great. So I think I'm gonna try that. Let's go. Okay, so I tried the lettuce hem on the cuffs of the sleeves and it looks really good. I decided to try it on the V neckline. It's kind of a risk because it might make it too, you know, stretched out or something. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try it and just hope that it doesn't ruin everything. So wish me luck. It worked and it's so cute. It's so cute and I really like it. I'm gonna use the same method as I did with the t-shirt where I did the side cinches, where I'm just gonna take the excess from the turtleneck and then stitch that onto the inside and thread the tie through and then kind of cinch it up like that. So it's gonna be the exact same thing. Other than that, all I'm gonna have to do is take in the sides from the bottom a little bit so it'll be tight because it's gonna scrunch up here and I don't want it to be loose like this. So I'm just gonna put that on the inside, thread the tie through, and then take in the sides and I'll be done, I'm pretty sure. And I'll show you how they all look. I'm so excited. And Stoney's excited too. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this as much as I did. These were all super simple to do, I have to say. And all of the garments that I worked on were thrifted. I love that you almost need like no materials at all for this. You just kind of need the t-shirt or whatever shirt you're working on itself. I hope that you guys give this a go because I've seen these all over the internet and they're expensive. And like I said, I thrifted all of the tops that I created this trend out of. I hope you enjoyed and I thank you for watching and I hope to see you next time. Oh, Stoney wants to say goodbye too. See you next time.